Hey everybody, Zach here coming at you from my shop, and this is Shop Talk with Zach. So this video series has basically been about things that you guys should do, some things that I've done and I felt that I did right, and then in this case this is a video about things that I have not done right. In fact, I f***ed this up. Over the last couple years I've fallen into the trap where I had one really big customer. I'm not going to say who it was, but very large customer, and then they have facilities all over the US and in a couple other countries, so it was very easy for me to just bounce from one facility to another and stay working for the same company and stay very busy. During the last, I think it's been 3 or 4 years now, I have kind of basically grown to where I cater solely to this company. I do have some other customers, but nothing to the same dollar value. This place spends many hundreds of thousands of dollars with me, and well, not many hundreds, but several hundred, I'll call it that. But anyway, I've gotten to the point where I know what they need and how I can keep them happy. And up until here recently, when they've been going through some financial troubles, it's been a very great arrangement. They basically get somebody that takes care of them, whatever they need, be it in the middle of the night, whatever, drive up there, grab a part, come back, make a new one. It's been a very good arrangement for both of us. They're, however, going through some financial difficulties right now. And this has kind of happened in the past where commodities prices will fluctuate and, they start losing money and they tell me to leave, which is another reason why instead of having somebody on the payroll, it's nice for them because when I'm not working there, they don't have to pay me. But this time feels different. This time actually has me very concerned about their longevity. I'm sure these facilities will continue to function, but whether it's under the same company or the same management, I really am starting to question, and it's gotten me spooked to where I need to get down and find some other customer bases and get some other work coming in the door here. Like I said, over the last couple years, I've gotten really set up to support them, so I have we'll do a shop tour video here, but 2 manual lathes, vertical, horizontal milling machine, 2 other vertical milling machines. I just picked up a Heidemek bandsaw, an iron worker, and a Build Pro fixture table, which actually hasn't showed up yet, and I wish I'd have known this because I wouldn't have ordered the thing. But anyway, yeah, so that's my shop here, all manual machines. Usually 1 or 2 parts is all I build at once. A lot of repair work, things like that. But yeah, it's kind of scary at the moment because I have a bunch of invoices in. I'm really hoping they get paid, and then it's like, where do you go from here? There's a lot of other industry in my area, but there's not a whole lot of other food production plants. So it was very dumb on my part to not keep going with some other customers. So just don't fall into that same trap because you'll be in this exact same position whenever either the markets change, different management takes over, or something along those lines. But anyway, for me, this has happened once before. I used to do a lot of handrails and staircases, and I used to kind of go all over the South, working for a company that did remodels on large apartment complexes where they'd go around. I'd fix all the handrails, all the staircases and things like that, and then one day they just quit answering the phone. Come to find out, they went out of business and tell anybody. Fortunately, they didn't owe me any money, but it's something to be concerned about. So right now I'm kind of in that mode where a little bit self-reflective, where it's like, okay, I have wanted to grow, I've wanted to move into a bigger shop. We're actually in the process now, and I'll do some videos on that, of rehabbing one of my barns and turning it into the new metal shop here, because I'm only in like 700 square feet here, and it's kind of gotten to the point where it's not really sustainable to keep working here. That being said, I don't really know what kind of customer base I'm going to be going after now, so it's kind of a who knows, but it's kind of some nice time for reflection. Think like, okay, what kind of work do I want to go after? What are my strong suits? What are my weaknesses? Prior to COVID last year, I had planned on getting a CWI and putting together some training packages for companies, because I actually do really like doing weld training, and so I may look at doing that again. I don't know, everybody's selling fixture plates and tables and things like that now, so maybe I'll get on that bandwagon. I don't know what the future will bring, but I want to bring you guys along on the journey. I've kind of been neglectful of making videos here for the last year or so, but I've just been working so much where the one facility I'm doing spending a lot of time in there is 2 hours away from my house, and then a lot of times I'll spend a 12-hour day up there, so it doesn't leave a whole lot of time with that on top of driving to actually do anything. So anyway, I have taken up enough of your time. I hope you guys got something out of this video, but please keep those relationships up. Yeah, and keep a diverse customer base. That is going to be my goal from now on, to not fall into this trap. So anyway, yeah, we'll go through here, and as I kind of figure out what industries we're going to hit up, and then kind of how to market, and that's it. Yeah. We'll see what the future brings, but I have one small project left for them. I'll go ahead and film because I'm not in a super huge hurry to get it done. Anyway, I'm Darlington Farm. I'm Zach. This is my shop, and thank you for watching.